What's up, YouTube? Cody here, and along with being a cologne collector, I'm also a cigar aficionado, and I'm going to be selling most of my cigars just because they're seeming to be hard to keep up with. I know you just put the humidification packs in or the beads. They're supposed to be good to go, but I guess the humidity is off in the area that I live. I don't know if it's my house or what, but it really irritates me. I have to put 3 humidification packs in one humidor just to keep my cigars at 70% humidity. It's just a royal pain. So what I'm going to do is just let you guys know what I'm selling. And this should be a really great deal, so yeah. Alright, from Cigar Federation, a couple months ago, I won a sample online. I mean, this is worth like $50 or $60 just right here. There's 2 of these, Uranium 92, I don't know if that's the name, but if you know Foundry cigars, I don't really know them too well. Seri R. Estelis, La Gloria Cubana, 2 of those. There's a few more Foundries here, I don't know the names, but this will be part of it. $50 or $60, just these cigars. Here's my Uzi weighs a ton. And next is on to the Alec Bradley Prensado Robustos. And let me count how many there are here of those real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There's 19 Alec Bradley Prensado Robustos, and next on to the Oliva Seri V Torpedoes. There's 19 Seri V Torpedoes. Next on to Rocky Patel Decade Robustos. There's 9 of those. And then I have some Flor de las Antillas by my father. I have 7 of the Robustos. And then I have 1 of the larger size. I'm not sure what size this is, but it has like a torpedo-like top. I'm guessing it might be the torpedo then. Then I have Camacho Diplomas. I believe there's 16 of these. And then I have the Drew Estate Undercrowns. There's 17 of those. So that's just one part. 19 Seri V's. I believe I said 9 decades. Yeah, you already seen that, so. Alright, next is my second humidor. There's a Liga Privada number 9. Here's a Nub, Connecticut. Perdomo, lot 23. I'm going to try to move through this quickly. Rocky Patel Vintage, 1999, Connecticut. Gurkha Seduction, and then Gurkha Evil. I'm not going to go too in depth with the sizes. Here's a Liga Privada Feral Flying Pig. Here's a CAO, CAO Hurricane. Natural Juristate. Here's another Uzi. Here's 2 Kentucky Fire Cures in a small and a larger size. Got 2 Nika Rusticas. Rocky Patel series, I have a 15th anniversary. The Sun Grown. Vintage 2003 Cameroon. This is the Edge. Nording 50th anniversary. Vintage 1992. Thunder by Nemish. Vintage 1990. Private Seller. Here's the Edge. I don't know if this is the Edge Light or what. Here's Zen by Nish Patel. Gurkha Royal Challenge. Here's 5 My Father. I believe they're pronounced Les Bijoux, 1922. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, I'm not selling any single cigars or anything like that. So this is buy and take all these cigars. Okay, I have a Opus X, Chateau de la Fuente. This is like a limited edition thing. I mean, it's not that hard to find, but it's 3 Opus X cigars. I believe this is like a $50 to $55 value. Let's see what I got here. Fuente Gran Reserva. AB Max. Alec Bradley. Perdomo Habano Corojo. There's a Black Market. There's a little version of the Gran Reserva. Vega Fina. There's 2 different ones of those. Alec Bradley, Connecticut. Sungrown. CAO OSA. There's a different Gran Reserva with a green label. There's 2 Overtures by Alec Bradley. Perdomo Exhibition. La Traviata by CAO. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Perdomo Habano Connecticut version. Perdomo Reserve Champagne Noir. The La Aroma de Cuba, San Cristobal, CAO L×2 or L/2, I don't know how that's pronounced. There's another San Cristobal, Nika Puro. That's just a cheapie, Aurora Escogitos, I don't know how to say that, but I've never heard of that. Romeo and Julieta, just a regular one. There's a Wicked Indie. Alec Bradley Sungrown again. There's a Romeo and Julieta with a brown wrapper. PDR 1878 with a pigtail. H. Upman Vintage Cameroon. Tarano Loyal. I know I'm probably butchering these names, but I mean, the cigars, they taste great. I don't care what the hell the name is. I smoke them. Toro Fuente Grand Reserve again. Here's the giant version of the Perdomo 10th Anniversary Champagne. It's Romeo by Romeo and Julieta. Another Grand Reserve. Don Barreto. We had two of these. JR imported Edition Limitada. These are really powerful, surprisingly, for being cheap cigars. And here's a George's Reserve. I believe this is by Oliva. Connecticut, Nicaragua, by Famous. I mean, some of them are nothing special, but there's definitely a lot of popular cigars in here. There's another Uzi. There's a giant San Cristobal. Domo Habano Maduro version. CAO Italia. Tarano Exodus 1959. Alright, and now on to the Maduros. Romeo and Julieta Maduro Reserve. There's a couple Gurkhas, I'm not sure of these names. Just a bunch of Maduro Gurkhas. Artisan Maduro. There's an Iron Horse. There's two of these Oliva Serie Gs in different sizes. There's a Num Maduro. Grand Reserva Maduro. Lot 23, I have two of them in Maduro version. Almicar Perez Castro APC. I have two Anejo Sharks. These are expensive. I got these. Luckily, I can't believe I found them. And the cigar shop in my area actually had them. CAO M by M times 2 again. Here's another Anejo. It's not the shark version, but it's a smaller version. CAO Brasilia. Here's one of my favorites, the Gurkha Ghost. Another Grand Reserva. Another Romeo and Juliet. CAO Maduro. Here's a Romeo and Juliet in a tube. This isn't Maduro, it's just in a tube. Here's another Gurkha Ghost in the Tubo version. PDR 1878 Maduro. Carlos Tarano Exodus, whatever. There's just a Macanudo in a tube. Domo Patriarch, Rocky Patel Evolution, Rocky Patel Old World Reserve, and here's a Perdomo Estate Selection Vintage. And the last cigar is the best one, probably the Davidoff Anniversario number 3. It's a $20 cigar. Most of the, well, there's labels on some of them that say the price on the tube ones and the ones that are still in plastic. But yeah, this is a ton of cigars. I spent a ton of money on this. It's ridiculous. I probably spent more than $700. I mean, they've only been in my humidor for about 6 months. So, yeah, they need to be smoking fast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this entire set up, all these cigars, I'm going to do $450, and that includes shipping, because shipping is going to suck. having to pay to ship all these. So yeah, it's probably gonna cost me like 20 bucks or something ridiculous. So you're actually getting it for less than $4.50 for all the cigars, and then for shipping. I was gonna include one of the humidors, but that would cost another fortune to ship, and I always seem to pay for shipping when I sell stuff. So you're gonna be paying for shipping, but it's gonna be included. So you get all of these cigars for that great deal. You get a sampler that's just $60 alone. You get this that's just $50 alone. I spent like 200 bucks in undercrowns. I spent almost 200 bucks in prensados. Yeah, I spent a lot more than $4.50 for these, but they're just being hard for me to keep up with. So I want to give them to somebody who can really put these in a nice humidor, keep these at a great humidity. And yeah, so if you want to buy these, leave a comment down below, and we'll start talking and see how we can set that up. Alright, thanks for watching.